The Austin bomber has a similar background as the man in Beaver Dam explosion.
New at 10, Rebecca Clough talked to an anti-terrorism expert about the similarities and what drives a person to do something like this.
Yeah, Charles and Carol, stopping a bomb maker is like stopping a mass shooter. There's no one profile, according to the terrorism expert and former Deputy Assistant Secretary of Defense that I spoke to. It's what's inside the person that makes them act.
Austin, Texas, and Beaver Dam, Wisconsin. Both communities recently rocked by explosions. Beaver Dam police and the FBI discovered 28-year-old Benjamin Morrow was making bombs when he blew himself up earlier this month.
They were improvised explosive material.
23-year-old Mark Anthony Condit has been identified as the Austin bomber. Both men have similar backgrounds. They're white men in their 20s, both homeschooled with strong Christian backgrounds. But terrorism expert and Milwaukee native John Rogers, who helps train federal law enforcement, says do not turn that into a profile.
There's a lot of similarities on the surface of demographics. But what's really the similar string that goes throughout all these people, they're not stable individuals.
He says that likely comes from having a mental illness, a bad home life, or an extremely distorted political view. And more than likely, someone has heard the other end of that person's anger.
What you're really looking for is not the funnel, the commonality. What you're really looking for is the outliers. What's that extraordinarily angry, unstable individual who's continuing to make these terrible threats, to their friends and family over a period of time.
Now, I did reach out to the FBI, who's investigating the Beaver Dam bomber. They said they couldn't comment on an ongoing investigation, but they are still looking at all avenues in this case, and they're still looking for anyone who knew Benjamin Morrow and may have information about him. They ask that you call their tip line.